and travel. Actually, what is the cost? What is the benefit of it?
Sir, at a room to pani undadu inka.
నువ్వు నాకు నేర్పిస్తున్నావు. నాకు నేర్పిస్తున్నా. నా బస్సు కూడా కార్వానే. Wherever I go, I am staying bus, not hotels or guest houses. Because hygienic, it is in my control.
Yes.
I can travel.
Normal like Hyderabad to Vijayawada, a decent room will cost 5,000 rupees. Plus travel if he hires an Innova, it will cost 3,000 rupees. So 8,000 rupees partundi. Ikkada where a family of 10, it will cost about 3,000 rupees because travel it is included.
50% concession.
Less than 50%. That's 8,000. This is 3,000 per person.
10 to 12 people travel చేయొచ్చు. 10 to 12 people travel చేయొచ్చు సార్ ఈ సైజ్ క్యారవాన్ లో.
No, you have to promote. My economics is important. Comfort, luxury, hygiene, but economics.
Yes, sir. Yes, naturally, sir.
That's the demand.
That is where we have to promote.
Yes, sir. Less than 50%.
ఎకనామికల్ గా ఉండేలాగానే ప్లాన్ చేస్తాం సార్. ఇది కొంచెం హై ఎండ్ గా డిజైన్ చేసాము, బట్ వీ విల్ హ్యావ్ డిఫరెంట్ సెగ్మెంట్స్.
Different segments you can put it. Luxury also you can put it.
Yes, sir.
But everything cost effective.
కాస్ట్ ఎఫెక్టివ్. అందరికీ అఫోర్డబుల్ గా ఉండేలాగానే
Affordable గా.
చేద్దామని సార్.
Work it out.
Yes, sir.
Please.
యూనిట్స్ కూడా ఎంకరేజ్ చేయాలి.
Huh?
ఆర్వీ వెహికల్స్ కూడా యూఎస్లో ఉన్నట్టు ఆర్వీ పార్కింగ్ ఇచ్చేస్తే ఆర్వీ వెహికల్స్ కూడా ఇక్కడ క్యారవాన్ కావాలి. ఆర్వీ వెహికల్స్ కూడా అటాచ్డ్
ఈ పార్క్స్ కూడా డెవలప్ చేస్తున్నాం.
ఆర్వీ పార్క్ అనేది డెవలప్ చేయాలి సార్. యూఎస్లో ఉంటుంది. అవి కనుక మనం గండికోట ఇట్లాంటి ఏరియాలో పెడితే మన రూమ్ కన్నా కూడా మనం ఇంకో థింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఈసారి పుష్కరాలకి అక్కడ వేసిన టెంట్ హౌసెస్ చేశారు. ఇది ఆర్వీ వెహికల్స్ ఈ మూడు కనుక ప్రమోట్ చేసుకుంటే చాలా బాగుంటుంది.
No, all types will do it. This comes.
A very good concept.
Yeah.
Luxury, affordable,
Yeah.
and hygiene.
ప్రోటోటైప్స్
Yes.
లాగా పెట్టాం. చిన్న ప్రోటోటైప్స్ లాగా పెట్టాం సార్. అంటే ఎలా చేస్తాం అని. సో ఇది ట్రైలర్
మోడల్స్
ఏదైనా ఎస్యూవీ కి కూడా హుక్ చేసుకొని కూడా వెళ్ళేలాగా కూడా
Yeah.
చేస్తున్నాం.
Okay, you work it out. Lot of future.
Sir, ikkada flagging off. That was height.
Minister garu. Okay.
సార్ అది చిన్న కాన్సెప్ట్.
Smaller one.
मुझे आचार्य बालकृष्ण जी.
Hi. Hello. कैसे हो?
आपकी ब्लेसिंग से.
Thank you.
This is a small
Brain
one.
behind.
Sir, we will go. This is just a small one.
अच्छा बना है concept.
This is a smaller one.
Smaller one.
One family, sir.
One family,
One
3
family.
seats.
Sir,
and
this is
four.
cheaper, sir. This is about 80 rupees per kilometer.
80.
So, yes. But people are 7 people. 6 to 7.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Concept is very good.
Yeah. Now they will improve further.
Yes.
Yes.
Once
Sir,
we
వాళ్ళకి
say okay.
manufacturing ఉంది కనుక.
Yeah. Both of us. Can one photo. Come, Guruji. నమస్కారం. బాగున్నాం.
మన కృష్ణబాబు గారు అల్లుడు పెండియాల కృష్ణబాబు గారు అల్లుడు
అచ్చా
లోకేష్ గారితో జాయిన్ అయ్యాను సార్.
ఓకే అమ్మా. థ్యాంక్ యూ. గురువుని చూసుకోండి. బాగున్నారా?
రిపేషన్ లాస్ట్ కలిసేది సార్.
రిమెంబర్.
ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్.
Favored by tourists. Within a short while, today's Chief Guest and Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu, will enter this arena.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please raise and join us in welcoming the man who has always dreamt big and delivered bigger, a visionary leader, a digital pioneer, and the architect of modern and digital Andhra Pradesh. Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu has arrived at this premises. Heartily welcome to the dynamic Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh.
ఈనాటి కార్యక్రమ ముఖ్య అతిథి గౌరవనీయులైన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రి వర్యులు శ్రీ నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు ఈ ప్రాంగణంలోకి విచ్చేశారు.
Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for enhancing the elegance of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Distinguished dignitaries, respected officials, visionary innovative, esteemed guests and dear participants. Welcome to the Andhra Pradesh Tourism Conclave Tech AI 2.0, where tradition meets technology and the future of travel begins today.
I request the technical team to present the AV on AP Tourism.
Ecology meets economy and tradition meets technology. From the waves of Surya Lanka to the spiritual calm of Sri Sailam, from Amaravati's ancient roots to the creative villages of tomorrow, Andhra Pradesh is building immersive, inclusive and future-ready tourism ecosystems. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu, the tourism policy 2024 to 2029 marks a bold shift aligned with Swarnandhra 2047 and Viksit Bharat 2047, a move from sightseeing to soul-seeking. At the heart of this transformation is digital innovation. Soon, an AI-powered tourism super app will let visitors plan trips, book stays, access multilingual guides, follow AR trails, visit virtual museums and make seamless payments all in one platform. Across 100+ destinations, interactive maps, QR-based navigation and AR storytelling will bring history to life. Real-time dashboards will track visitor trends and drive agile, data-backed policy decisions. From investors, a single window portal ensures transparent, fast-track approvals and real-time project monitoring. Skill hubs and apprenticeship models are preparing youth, women and tribal communities to lead the tourism economy. The creative economy is rising. From Kondapalli to Araku, artisans are reaching global markets through digital souvenir platforms and e-commerce, preserving heritage, expanding enterprise. At destinations like Gandikota, Mangalagiri and Maredumilli, physical journeys are enriched with interactive digital layers. The growth is measurable. GVA will rise from 4.6% to 8% by 2029. GSDP will scale from 70,000 crores to over 2.4 lakh crores. Over 20,000 hotel rooms and 5,000 experiential homestays are being developed. 7 tourism anchor hubs, Araku, Visakhapatnam, Rajahmundry, Amaravati, Sri Sailam, Gandikota and Tirupati power a network of curated circuits. Buddhist Circuit, Visakhapatnam to Amaravati and Nagarjunakonda, Coastal Circuit, Bhimali to Machilipatnam to Nellore, tribal trails across Araku, Lambasingi and Paderu, sacred journeys through Srisailam, Tirumala and Ahobilam, rural and craft circuits where culture meets livelihood. This is a district-driven tourism transformation where every destination tells a story of progress. Tourism in Andhra Pradesh is not just a sector, it's a growth engine. It drives investment, generates jobs, uplifts communities and enhances the quality of life. Andhra Pradesh is emerging as India's capital of experience, a cultural powerhouse, an economic engine, and the living heritage of the past, present and future. This is Andhra Pradesh, where the world finds a home.
Thanks to the technical staff for the wonderful AV. Now I invite Shri S.P. Thakkar IAS, Vice Chairman and Director GFST to give introduction.
Honorable Chief Minister, sir, and the dignitaries, we won't take a lot of time. What we are doing today is an exercise we started 45 days back. We formed 6 groups. We got experts on the 6 groups. Yesterday they have given recommendations, and some very good recommendations never done in India have arrived here. We are looking at economy in big way for Andhra Pradesh. About 3 months ago we launched Aqua 5-year action plan. And aquaculture is going to be a big game changer because we are going to touch $40 billion in that in 5 years. Action plan was launched. 10,000 crorepati farmers will come. 50,000 agri-tech entrepreneurs are coming is one big program we have launched. After that we launched animal husbandry program where we have 10 lakh women who are earning less than 1 lakh rupees per annum. So how they will come out of poverty and work out? Honorable Chief Minister has made a program beyond poverty. What are we going to do? How we are going to do that? So all this management and administration is new era of governance. We call it next era of governance, where we are looking at technology, digital stack, and what we are doing and how we are doing. Coming to the tourism tech AI, we are looking at minimum 20% growth in 5 years, going up to 2,40,000 crore. And more critical, more than 10 lakh jobs will be created. So just before you came here, sir, we were talking to the group here, how do we create digital training program for very large number of people. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has started a program called Nan Mudalavam, where the standard programs for the investment job creation is simultaneously done. Maharashtra also has launched a program called GAME. So something like that we will plan here, where anyone from anywhere can log in and then start doing a program. We'll get information on jobs which are being created, how this will be done. This can all work out in that sense. So what is started today, almost 11 to 12 very nice concepts have come which we have not implemented till now. So we have requested that if we can take those people and give us a concept paper in next few days, we can implement that. Thereafter we will see, can we meet again in 3 months and see what is coming out. 6 groups have formed themselves into 6 WhatsApp groups. So 75 people who have come from the country are members of those groups now. So they are going to share their ideas and knowledge. Baba Ramdev ji is here, and when I was Chief Secretary we had given 800 acres of land. We also had given to Tridandi Baba 350 acres for a Vedic university, which we will again have to work out on. Now Babaji is doing big work in the health field, keeping India healthy, and the Chief Minister is very particular about that. In December we have done a health tech AI, and we have the total database of all families in Andhra Pradesh. What is the health status? Technology is coming and helping us in that. So we can work out in that way. So today we will be requesting around 12 to 15 people, experts, to just take 2 minutes and explain, so that CM can react on that and convert it into an action plan. Thank you and welcome to everyone. We will take this agenda forward. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I request the Vice Chairman of Swarnandhra P4 Foundation and the Director GFST, Sri Kutumbarao Garu, to please come on to the dais and give the briefing. Sri Kutumbarao Garu is requested to give the briefing.
Good morning, everybody. At the outset, I heartily welcome Honorable CM Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Baba Ramdev ji, Honorable Minister Durgesh Garu, Tourism Development Corporation Chairman Balaji Garu. A very warm welcome to all the participants from GFST. GFST is an organization which has been set up 4 years back in 2019-20, Global Forum for Sustainable Transformation. This organization is meant to be a policy think tank as an advisory body for governments and also other developmental bodies. To start with, the first activity which GFST took place in the initial days was, unfortunately, there was COVID, the pandemic. But at GFST, we used to prepare a newsletter every week and every Monday. That newsletter used to be sent to both Niti Aayog and Prime Minister's office. It was much appreciated at that time. You can imagine, even when sitting in opposition, our Honorable Chief Minister is so much concerned with the society and what can be done to the people and what can be advised to the government. That's why the activity of GFST was pretty hectic, employing data analysts and everything at that time. In fact, most of the money was spent from the personal funds of Mr. Honorable CM also. And as the things changed and rolled over, at GFST we started engaging conclaves. The first conclave was in Visakhapatnam, Deep Tech Technologies, and you know how much impact the deep tech technologies are making in the human life and government today. In fact, in Andhra Pradesh we have WhatsApp governance also. So many services have been put in WhatsApp. And similarly, after deep tech technology, the next conference was Aqua, and every one of us know that AP is the leader in the country in Aqua, in exports also. And after Aqua, the next was Animal Husbandry Conclave. Animal husbandry is is a sector which is extremely close to the downtrodden also, because many rural population depend upon animal husbandry. And after that, we have now come out with Tourism Conclave. We know tourism basically provides the maximum jobs in the service sector also. And for service sector, growth of tourism is extremely important. And we all know, for every 1 crore investment in any sector, tourism provides the maximum jobs. Instead of, say, if you spend in engineering, maybe only 4 or 5 jobs are created. Whereas in tourism, you create as many as direct and indirect employment of 62 people for just 1 crore investment. That is the potential of tourism. And since AP, even now, is predominantly an agricultural economy and fast moving towards development of both technology and other sectors also, the state government has been making extra efforts to promote tourism also. And we thought at GFST it would be a good opportunity to start a tourism conclave also. And one of the quotes which Honorable CM has repeatedly said, there is no socialism or communism. The only ism which I believe is tourism. And which is coming true by a fact which I was reading yesterday. Even Kim of North Korea, which is a closed economy communist country, has now come out with a tourism policy with a beach resort. That means, imagine the importance of tourism with even Kim adopting it. That means the ism which CM sir has trusted is coming true, even for the future also. I hope all of us, after these deliberations, will come forward with good ideas for the state government also. And I should, at this point also, mention one particular program which has been started very recently on the auspicious day of Ugadi. P4, Public-Private People Partnership Program by the Honorable Chief Minister, sir. It's a unique program, one of its kind both in the country and in fact in the world. Because we know as the countries are growing, as the economies are growing, the inequality has increased very much between the rich and the have-nots. Therefore, what CM sir has suggested is that 10% who have benefited from the society and also the richer people should handhold and uplift the bottom 20%. Once we handhold them, the inequality which we are questioning now will slowly start disappearing. And we will be left with a wealthy, happy, healthy society. And this program needs to be taken up very seriously, not just by public servants, but by private sector, not only corporates, even politicians need to understand the program and also take it forward. Because I'll just give one simple statistic which makes this program very, very important. When we say per capita income of a state or a country, Andhra Pradesh per capita income is 2,70,000 roughly. If you remove the top 10% people's income and calculate the remaining 90% people's per capita income, it comes down to below 2. And if you remove the top 20% rich people and calculate the balance 80% per capita income, it comes to as low as 1,30,000. That is the kind of disparity the society. The same thing is for all India basis. It is much worse on all India basis. If you remove the 10% richer people from the per capita income bracket on all India basis, India's per capita income of the balance 90% comes well below 1 lakh. That is the kind of inequality which we are facing now. And that is the inequality which needs to be bridged also. That is where the most important program of Honorable CM Sir, P4, needs to be understood and promoted widely also. Here I would like to mention one thing about Baba Ramdev ji also. I have been an avid follower of Patanjali's talk also, sir, for a pretty long time. But the amount of CSR work which Patanjali group does also for the society, I should give a big namaskar, sir. Thank you so much. And with this small introduction about both GFST and my remarks, I would like to conclude. Thank you everybody. Enjoy the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I invite Shri Ajay Jay IAS, Special Chief Secretary, YATNC, Government of Andhra Pradesh, to give a presentation.
Good morning, everybody. Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Tourism Minister, Shri Durgesh Garu, Baba Ramdev, Shri SP Takkar, CS retired and Vice Chairman of GFST, Chairman of APTDC, Mr. Balaji, all the directors, all the senior officers, Additional Secretary, Government of India Tourism, Mr. Suman Billaji, then all the investors, esteemed investors who have come. So we have a cross-section of people, the panelists are there, the sea and river cruise operators are there, online travel aggregators are there, the tour operators are there, and also the homestay people are there, and members of the media, senior officials from Government of Andhra Pradesh and friends. First of all, on behalf of the Government of Andhra Pradesh, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to all of you who have taken your time. Now, tourism, as we know, Honorable PM has said that Brand India is built on 5 T's: talent, tradition, tourism, trade and technology. So tourism occupies a major place, and as Mr. Kutumrao has already mentioned, Honorable CM not now, 25 years back, I mean on the occasion of World Tourism Day in 2000, he had mentioned that what will remain relevant is the ism which will be relevant will be only tourism. So 25 years back what he had predicted is coming true now. Today all the countries and all the states are vying with each other to promote tourism. This is just a future what Honorable CM has announced as part of the Viksit Bharat 2047 Swarnandhra vision. So aim is to turn Andhra Pradesh into a $2.4 trillion economy by 2047. 15% growth rate we are targeting. And other states, while they're talking of ease of doing business, our government is talking about speed of doing business. So how best we can do it. And as part of tourism, 7 anchor hubs and 25 thematic circuits, and almost 2 million jobs over the next 5 years is our target. So this is what Government of Andhra Pradesh has been focusing. Now coming specifically to tourism, as you can say, what is the targets we have kept. So Honorable CM has given us a target of 50,000 rooms. By 2029, we should be reaching 50,000 rooms. So classified rooms are 20,000, unclassified rooms are 30,000. And tourism GSTP by 2029 is targeted to be 2,40,000 crores and almost 20% growth rate on a year-to-year basis. And then share of employment will be 15%. So these are the targets we have kept. And here is the comparison. I will not go into the details. 14 to 19, how we have performed. 19 to 24, what is the current status and what is the roadmap for 2029. Now, what is that AP has to offer? You may be wondering. Well, friends, let me just recall a small incident. When ISB founders, they were scouting land for establishment of ISP. So they came to Honorable CM way back in the year 2000 and they said, what is that you will offer? Honorable CM told them that you go to all the states, whatever they are giving, I will give +1. But now today I will tell you, in tourism we are giving not +1, we are giving +2. So one is the policy which we have, the investor friendly policy. We have studied all the policies of the states. Whatever was there, it has been added upon it. I can watch, Mr. Suman Billa is there from Government of India. I mean, he is there to certify that this is the best policy in the country as far as tourism promotion is concerned. And then what is that +2, you might be wondering. +2 is what is our brand ambassador, which we have to offer to you. That is the Honorable CM himself. So his track record, his proactive governance, and then the proactive policies, that is the +2 which Andhra Pradesh has to offer. The proactive policy plus the brand ambassador, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. I think more than that, no other investor would be looking for anything. And of course, the benefits of the policies are announced, the fiscal incentives are there, GFST reimbursement is there, capital subsidy is there, and then we are also giving land at a very, very nominal rate, just 1% of the basic value for the large mega and ultra mega projects and for other projects as well. So land allocation, government lands allocation policies there. We also have an employment subsidy policy. And the more the employment you offer, the better subsidy you get. So for those sectors which are offering more employment, we have better subsidy. And we are also coming out with new policies, adventure sports guidelines. It was approved by the cabinet with help of Mr. Suman Billa. We have finalized this. Also the homestay policy we are going to come out in next 1 month. The homestay aggregators are there. Caravan policy, just now Honorable CM has flagged off the first caravan vehicle in Andhra Pradesh, tourism caravan in Andhra Pradesh. So now more and more caravan would be coming. We are coming out a policy for incentives for caravan vehicles as well as caravan parks. And then, of course, here I must thank Government of India, Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Tourism Minister. They have been supporting enough. Almost 8 projects have been sanctioned to the state of Andhra Pradesh, all under all the 4 schemes, the Swadesh Darshan scheme, to the Prasad scheme, and also the Saski scheme, and also the challenge-based destination. Almost 430 crores close to has been sanctioned, and 7 out of these 8 projects, almost 380 crores have come in the last 6 months after formation of this government. So that is the advantage of the double engine Sarkar, as our Honorable PM says. So that is what Andhra Pradesh is getting. And all the projects are in advanced stage. And I can assure Suman Billa, who keeps on reviewing these projects, that we are committed to complete these projects. And not only complete, we would request you to sanction more and more projects to the state of Andhra Pradesh so that we can do. And then as a result of these policies, and our proactive approach of the Honorable CM and his visionary leadership, what is that we have got? Just see the figures. Today, sir, we are signing MOUs with 82 players, almost 10,320 crores, 7,605 rooms, and almost an employment of 22,325. This is just the direct employment. And then you can see these figures. Last 5 years, let me just mention, from 19 to 24, we had got 6 hotel projects cleared in 6 SIPB meetings. And I must share that in the last 3 months, Honorable CM, we have cleared 8 projects, 8 hotel projects already cleared. This is not just an MOU, already 8 projects cleared with 1627. So what was done in 5 years, that has already been exceeded in just last 6 months of time. And now every month we are proposing to take minimum 3 to 4 projects to SIPB for approval. So whole idea, as I said, is classified rooms 20,000, unclassified rooms 30,000, 50,000 rooms in Andhra Pradesh by 2029. Now, apart from this, there are other investment proposals as well in terms of houseboats, floating restaurant, land-based activities, yachts and sea cruises, who are signing the MOUs. And I would be requesting, we have already released the guidelines, and you should be coming forward to start the projects immediately. Another thing which Honorable CM is very particular is to project Andhra Pradesh as a land of fairs and festivals and events. So, I mean, we all know it is our tradition. So many, events are there, cultural events, religious events, tourism events. So this is, today we are bringing out a year-long calendar. Just like foreign, we know that this, festival specified dates are there. We have finalized the dates throughout the year, right from April to March. Entire calendar has been finalized. So these are the 6 mega events which would be held. Major are Vishakha Utsav, Flamingo Festival, Global Shanti Festival, Araku Balloon Festival. And then these are the district district events, almost close to 8 mega events, 15 district events, and 62 cultural and religious events calendars have been planned. And here we would request the help of the event managers. Some of those who are present here, the big names are here. Witchcraft is here, E-Factor is there, other big names are here to help us in conduct of these events at a global scale for which Andhra Pradesh will be known. And then, of course, under the guidance of Honorable CM, now we have, after a 5 years gap, we have started participating in international events, in domestic fairs, etc. So the presence of AP is being felt. So in Berlin we had gone, Dubai we had gone, and we have a whole list of, again, calendar, all major international events, national events as well. We are participating to make investors aware of the policies. And this was one initiative which Honorable CM has taken as per the directions of the Honorable PM. As you all know, Andhra Pradesh has established the Guinness Book of World Record for conducting the yoga program. Honorable Prime Minister Guru Dev is here, Yoga Dev is here, Baba Ramdev. So as part of the tourism, we conducted events in 103 locations throughout the month, and we have got 2 world record, Gandikota and Tirupati, and around this, the hub and spoke model, we will be developing others. So this is the diversification of destination, 25 thematic circuits, primarily temple circuits, yes, that is our core strength, the USP, but now we are diversifying into other sectors as well. Buddhist circuits, beach circuits, river circuits, cruise circuits, and ecotourism circuits. And today cruise operators are also there. They will be also sharing their experiences. So one happy news I would like to share, apart from the launch of Carvan, we are going to launch the first cruise from Visakhapatnam, sir. Visakhapatnam to Chennai via Puducherry on 2nd of July. Honorable CM will be flagging off virtually from Vijayawada. Cordelia has come forward. It's more than 2,500 seated capacity. So they are going to start operation from 2nd of July cruise. And we also have Dolphin cruise, which are proposing to start from September. And E-Factor 2 yachts, they are going to start shortly. And then, of course, Antara, Mr. Raj Singh is there, who operates the Ganga cruise, sir. So we have requested him to, seriously consider starting cruises in Krishna and Godavari. So he'll be making a presentation. Another thing which the government has been emphasizing is tent cities. As we know, tent cities are a very excellent model of providing accommodation at a very short time in a less cost. And in Gujarat, Kevadia, Kutch, they have done very well. Even Konark has done well. So I was requesting Suman to guide us how to take it on a fast forward mode. We have selected 6 locations and the works are going on or are being started. Araku, ASR, Gandikota, Sri Lanka and Bij Lanka. But here we request investors who are there in the tent cities to please come forward. Sir, we know in all foreign countries we have this. This is a very familiar for all of us who have visited Europe and other countries. Hop on, hop off the red color buses. So we are introducing shortly next month in Visakhapatnam. The buses have arrived. The route map has been fixed. And Honorable CM will be launching in the month of July. And other cities also, Tirupati and Vijayawada, we will launch after doing the survey. Seaplane and heli tourism is another. Is my trip, Preeti is here. They are going to start helicopter services from Hyderabad to Srisailam, sir, very shortly. And of course, seaplane also, Minister Civil Aviation, who is from our state, we have been working closely with them. Experience centers is another. Today's generation travels not only for tourism, they travel for basically creating stories, creating memories and creating Insta reels. That is what the tourism is all about today. So we are creating the experience centers. Whatever art is there, whether it is the Mangalgiri handlooms or it is the Kondapalli toys. And sir, I am happy to share that the concerned departments, MEPMA, SERP, handlooms and all, they are closely working with us. They are associating with us. So these are the almost 12 centers: Kondapalli, Kuchipadi, as you know, Kadiyam, Mangalgiri, Chirala, Bapatla, Maridamalli, Etikopaka, Narsapur, Upada, Dharmavaram, and Venkatgiri. So in the first phase, these 12 experience centers are being developed. And here, sir, now we are working now with MasterCard, so that as part of their priceless customers, curated experiences can be created, and also with other online travel aggregators. So this is, sir, having just given a brief of what we have done in the last 6 months under the directions and guidance of Honorable Chief Minister. Sir, this is, as Mr. Thakkar said, sir, this is the hard work of last almost 45 to 60 days. Our people and the GFST team, they have been working closely together for almost now 2 months. So these are the 6 panelists which we formed, and the almost 107 panelists have come. I would like to thank all of them for sparing their valuable time, and very good recommendations have come, sir, which is not possible to present just in next 5 minutes, but brief outline I will give. But I can only assure you that this is not only the beginning. I mean, this is not only the beginning, we will see that it is taken to the logical end. It will end with this day workshop. So regular follow-up will be there. So we had a panel on creative economy. So one officer from the IAS officers like Commissioner Handlooms and Textiles, CORTG and SERP and MEPMA, they were in charge of this. Himanshu was there as one of the panelists, this thing. So, and then of course our MD was there. So creative economy, they have suggested to promote the niche areas of tourism, including GI tourism, film tourism, wedding tourism, and other recommendations they have given. There's a long list of recommendations. I am just reading out the salient points. In investments, connectivity between major cities is a big issue. Then, of course, speed of tourism investment, what can be done, and how we can upgrade the existing facilities in the tourist places already. And then branding and marketing. So one idea which came up is to set up a dedicated AP tourism board. Just like Economic Development Board or a State Investment Promotion Board, if we can have a State Tourism Board headed by Honorable CM and consisting of major names from the hospitality sector across the country, and if possible also across the globe also, if we can have 1 or 2 of them, like the Singapore Tourism Board, if it can be developed, it would greatly help, and also recognize contribution of various stakeholders and destination management. And the next group was on products and projects. More than 40 products are there, of which the groups have deliberated. So what can be done to establish destination management entities? Like Visakhapatnam is one destination, Tirupati is one destination, Shishalam. So entire destination management entities with a cross section, because endowments is there, forest is there, ecotourism is there, the other players, irrigation is there, bringing all of them together. Then create mini circuits from major circuits. So like religious circuit is one, how we can create religious circuits, and of course the global band and recognition to our rich cultural heritage. So these were the 6 groups, sir. Of course, detailed deliberations were there. We'll be separately sending you the recommendations. Now, what is the way forward? Way forward is we want to have a robust action plan with clearly defined goals to be achieved by 2029. So clear goals every year to be monitored on a real-time dashboard, sir, with the help of GFST team of Mr. Tucker. We have developed a real-time dashboard. Our MD would be explaining in just 5 minutes after this. Target of 50,000 room inventory. Promote Andhra Pradesh as an all-age, all-season for everybody, all destination. And now, as per Government of India directions, sir, Honorable PM has stated that we should develop one world-class destination. So that we will be taking your guidance as to which destination has to be proposed. And I would request Hon'ble ji to sanction, not only funds, but other guidance as well for this world-class destination, which could be either Vizag or Tirupati or any other destination, and position Andhra Pradesh amongst the top. And I am sure that with Baba Ramdev also now joining with us, so it will be now the hub of wellness tourism as well, apart from spiritual and other tourism. So top tourist destination. So well friends, Mr. Jim Goodwin has said, impossible is often the untried. So what seems impossible today will become possible tomorrow. That is what the Honorable CM always guides us, inspires us, and I invite all of you to join us in this exciting journey. Thank you one and all.
Sir, thank you so much for your presentation. Now I request Ms. Amrapali IAS, CEO APTA and MBD APTDC to please come forward and launch the dashboard and explain the dashboard.
Honorable Chief Minister Garu, Honorable Minister Tourism, dignitaries and esteemed investors. It's a privilege to present to you the Andhra Pradesh Tourism Growth Dashboard, a live governance tool powered by our Swarnandhra Vision 2047. So we'll be doing a small demo of the dashboard. We've designed this dashboard around 5 strategic silos, each representing a core pillar of the tourism value chain, covering macro KPIs, products and revenue, projects and investment, branding and capacity building. This platform is more than a tracker. It's the foundation of a data-driven, AI-compatible tourism ecosystem. It's built to convert strategy into measurable outcomes. Our first silo, sir, tracks macro KPIs and growth outcomes. It gives us a bird's eye view of where we stand today, what we aim to achieve by 2029. It monitors our headline indicators: tourism's contribution to the economy, job creation, tourist expenditure, and it acts as a compass for tracking macro level progress. Key goals include 2.45 lakh crore in tourism GDP, up from the current 74,000 crore. Tourism share of GVA to rise from 4.6% to 8%. 25 crore domestic travel annual. Tourist spending to grow from 1,700 to 25,000 visitors. And employment share to rise from 12% to 15%. Sir, we have put significant effort into making sure that there are clean data funnels and ensuring source accuracy. This enables real-time insights today, and it prepares us for a predictive analytics and AI-based decision support systems in the near future. Our second silo is products and revenue pipelines. It maps our target tourism products and circuits. Each of these is tracked with baseline data, target revenue, and projected growth. Here we are tracking revenue generation potential and infrastructure capacity. We will also be monitoring the rollout of tourism circuits. Dashboard will help us visualize how each theme contributes to our total tourism economy. We have target revenues of 25,000 crore from the hotel circuit, 5,000 crore from temple circuit. We are also tracking our rising verticals like eco, river and adventure tourism, and we will keep adding products as the experiences we offer diversify. Each vertical is built on performance indicators. It will allow us to later apply seasonality analysis, demand heat maps, and even recommendation models for route planning and package optimization. The third silo is projects and investment tracking. This is our execution engine. It monitors project count, fund mobilization, and implementation progress. It gives us a live pulse of how fast we are translating our MOUs into grounded operational assets. It's currently tracking 437 active projects and 56,000 crores of committed investments. This is being tracked across project lifecycle stages from MOU to civil works to commercial launch, coded as G1 to G4. This is not just visual tracking, it's the foundation for digital twin modeling, automated investor updates, and intelligent risk flagging. Our fourth silo is branding and digital engagement. It focuses on Brand Andhra, our public face to the world. Here we monitor digital traction, online engagement, event-based brand amplification. It helps us understand how Andhra is perceived, how content is performing, and how effectively we are converting curiosity into intent. We are tracking app downloads, website visits, engagement across platforms, global and domestic B2B outreach across key forums, PR visibility, and digital campaign analytics. Our goal is to move towards a smart, tailored tourism experiences based on user behavior, digital signals, and feedback, creating personalized journeys for every tourist. Our final silo is capacity building and service infrastructure. Tourism thrives on people. Our final screen tracks our human capital and on-ground systems. It monitors training progress, workforce distribution, and feedback mechanisms, capturing human and institutional readiness needed to deliver high-quality experiences at scale. We've trained so far over 78,000 individuals, and we are targeting 1.4 lakh by 2029. This is digitally logged, giving us district-wise skill heat maps and capacity analysis. We are also monitoring tourist safety infra and service feedback systems. This makes Andhra Pradesh not just a destination, but a professionally managed, visitor-friendly ecosystem. In conclusion, sir, this dashboard is not the end, it's the nerve center of Andhra Pradesh's tourism future. It unites policy, data, people, and technology in one place. It helps us measure, correct, predict, and most importantly, lead. With your continued guidance, Honorable Chief Minister, sir, we are ready to make Andhra Pradesh India's most tech-enabled, investor-confident, and visitor-beloved tourism state. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Now I request the Joint Collector Tirupati and GFST team to please come forward and launch the Tirupati AI dashboard.
Good afternoon to Honorable Chief Minister, sir, and other dignitaries. Sir, no discussion on tourism in Andhra Pradesh can be complete without discussion on Tirupati. As we see, sir, last year to Tirumala, 2.6 crore devotees visited Tirumala, and overall in the district, we had a tourism footfall of over 4 crores, sir, which is the highest in the state. But, sir, as you have guided us in multiple visits to Tirupati, that the average stay of duration of these tourists is not more than 1 day, effectively, sir. As you have continuously guided us to take this to 3 to 5 days, sir, we are today submitting a smart Tirumala Tirupati DAC, dashboard and command and control system. Sir, what we aim for is an immersive and safe experience for all these devotees. This is a people-centric, real-time intelligent governance system backed by AI, ML, GIS, deep tech, drones, CCTV, mobile, WhatsApp, and QR, sir. Sir, we have planned to achieve this through an interactive dashboard. This will pave way for a super app and a smart command and control system which will be set up in Tirupati, sir. Sir, I want all of us to imagine a person coming to Tirumala. We have to see how they are coming. We have to see where they are going to, how they are going. We have to see how much time they are spending there. How safe and happy do they feel while in Tirumala, sir, and Tirupati, and what is government's role in it, sir. And this is only for a single person, sir. We have to multiply it by 3 crore people and have to cater to every single need that they have during their stay in the district, sir. This is what we aim to achieve, and hence we have joined hands with GFST, Tourism Department and RTGS to develop solutions for this, sir. So the future is here, and we have thought of smart ticketing systems, real-time and future crowd analysis with machine learning and intelligent queue management systems, heat map analysis to give alerts in vulnerable areas directly on people's phones, QR code based analysis using AI and sentiment analysis to know which tourist places are being visited by these people, what is being liked, what is being disliked, what we can do better to improve the tourist experience, sir. Sir, we are also backing this with WhatsApp based recommendations and virtual reality and alternate reality experience. People sitting at home can also experience all of this. We are also including emergency SOS features. Sir, we have a lot to offer in Tirupati, be it temples, be it forts, be it the tank development programs that we have started under your guidance, sir. We aim to complete a total proof of concept for this dashboard and deck in the next 4 months, and we will require your continuous guidance for this, sir. This will be the go-to application not only for administrators, sir, but also for tourists and investors, all of whom are present here alike, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I will request the GFST team to Mr. Sriram. Please, sir.
Good afternoon, Chief Minister, sir. Honorable Minister, Tourism, sir. Namaskar, Ramdev Baba. Namaskar, Balkrishna, sir. Namaskar to all dignitaries. Thank you, sir, GFST team, for giving us this opportunity. So, sir, I'll first get started with the vision. Just few days back, it was thundering like anything. And I had my nieces and nephew near me, and they were saying that, hey, I told them that if you take 10 names of Arjun, it'll stop the thundering. One of the name was Dhananjay. Interestingly, Dhananjay is name of Shiva also when we read Shiv Tandav, and Dhananjay is also name of Vishnu when we say Vishnu Sahasranam. So I told my niece, this means when it comes to winning, Arjuna is second to none. And so that is what I say, Andhra Pradesh is second to none when it comes to tourism. Now, given that state, that we have to think why in India is number 4, we have to think of, that this is the great vision that we need to think of, that, especially that it is second to none. We have to bring in the best of the things which are available in the world. So why have to we see, we see a decent number of tourists coming in here. We see Tirumala as one of the premises wherein most of the people are coming and visiting. So we have to bring in our tourism beyond TDD as well, but we also have to think about apps and the number of, So here if we see, sir, we have to talk about in terms of significant contribution to the revenue that it is bringing here. Furthermore, what we see, there has been significant number in terms of the the number of people, the contributions which are coming in terms of, but these are all dashboard numbers which have been shown and discussed. More than that, so when we are talking about here is about that grand vision, that what we want to do. And when we want working on the grand vision, we have to think about creating certain groups. These certain groups are nothing but like, dividing them in terms of what are the prospective sites that could be placed, so we can have people to run around, identify the location, take people's view that if this becomes a tourist destination, how do we need to think about it. Further, the next thing is like bringing of digital branding. So when I was traveling overseas, many a times I was seeing advertisements of Varun Beach coming in while I was in Indonesia and some other place, but it was the advertisement which was coming through the private channel. But we really need to make ourselves available at all the places, so that that we can promote that, hey, digitally what are the various sources and what we want to do. So we need to collaborate from that perspective, also take use of artificial intelligence there to tell and recommend people that what kind of destination they really believe in, they get in that kind of destination to be shown. Furthermore, so we need to see that if a person comes to TDD, how we can extend their stay and duration so that they can also look a beautiful state in and around. They can go to a variety of places and then create infrastructure that is being required and bring in the macro tourism. So yesterday while we were deliberating, we came across that it's not only that data that we are getting in RTGS, but we also have to think about bringing in the AI features which will help us to understand, make real-time recommendations. You all might have seen that when I am opening Amazon as an app, I might see Amazon Pay as a options, but when my wife sees, she sees all kind of groceries and other kind of stuff that she likes to buy. So from that perspective, the app should be able to understand the persona of people and recommend them, whether if you are somebody who's liking bungee jumping, we can give that kind of thing. You like cruise, we give you a cruise kind of an option. So bringing in that behavioral pattern of using your phone into kind of recommendations that we bring in, checklist and cross destination, that if you have already come here, we can give you some kind of discounts or maybe something else or maybe some other part wherein you can go to we cross promote different destinations. Now, especially if we talk about, so this is a wonderful state spread across the length, wherein we see that tourist destinations, we are so fortunate of being in Andhra Pradesh that, we can enjoy every season. And for every season, we can recommend some or the other tourist destination. So as a very important step, as Shri or Jayan sir was telling right now that they have come up with a calendar. We are also talking about not only making a calendar, but also telling that, hey, when to go for which fest, also what kind of activities will be there, taking into bringing in artificial intelligence and data collections there. So not only that, we are also talking in terms of command and control center, wherein we are talking about creating experiences all across. So what happens is, like, the moment you feel, sir, it is always taught in IIMs, the best group is a group of one, to make you feel special, to make you feel privileged. So the moment you come to Andhra Pradesh, the moment you think of tourism, you get customized plans, and then we are also taking care of your safety. So suppose if you are in a state of panic, you just have to press a button. If you need some kind of a guidance, you require some kind of a thing, you give that kind of an assistance. So bringing it all so that the guiding team or the team which is taking care of from government side can always have these all features available on the apps. So as we are talking about, this also came in the yesterday's deliberation, wherein we are talking about real-time crowd info. We are also talking about weather. We are talking about ML predictions. So based on the past histories, we can tell which date of the year, which day we'll have what kind of a crowd available at Tirupati, and how to manage that, make those kind of special arrangements. Navigation systems, SOS, all those kind of things. So when we were thinking about it, sir, meeting the God or going to a temple is like, you are visiting utmost parent. So when you go to your parents, you feel free to sit to them. You love touching their feet. You love talking to them. We want a crowd management wherein you feel privileged. You feel that your father, your mother has spent time with you. And that is what we want to bring with artificial intelligence, that you feel privileged, that you have come to a temple. It's not only a temple, but it's the ultimate home of the God where you are able to spend some time. So with these advanced applications, taking care through drone, making AI engine to take all kind of recommendations to manage queue, navigating essentials. So following your vision, we have always thought through that how AI can actually help. Your statement of one family, one entrepreneur, from that perspective, these are quite a lot of ideas which can help individual entrepreneurs to create in their own clock rooms, come up with small kind of an entrepreneur. So we provide kind of data and information so that more and more entrepreneurs can be created in and around tourism, giving more and more job opportunities to them. So how we can think of creating these navigation essentials wherein we are talking clock rooms, toiletries, entry gates, counters. So some of them will be government facilities, but at the same time, we should be able to get in some of the entrepreneurs to work on it. So this is what we were also talking about, a variety of brandings. And last but not the least, sir, we were talking about agenting KI to identify the face, like we have Digi Yatra and all that stuff to take care of in the future. And also to come up and start something with AR and VR, wherein people sitting, this will also add a lot of revenue generation, especially people, those who are actually living overseas and can do pujas and donations for the thing. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you, Tucker, sir. Thank you, Sridhar. Thanks to the GFST team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Shri Hon'ble IAS, Additional Secretary Tourism, Government of India, to give special remarks. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Gauravniyulu Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister for Tourism Sri Durgesh Garu, Sri Baba Ramdev Garu, my senior colleague Mr. Ajay Jain, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a privilege and an honor to be here amidst the policymakers, industry leaders and innovators who are brainstorming this morning to figure out as to what the growth map for Andhra Pradesh should be and how to create pathways for future prosperity. I would like to commend the Honorable Chief Minister and the State of Andhra Pradesh for undertaking such a encompassing and a comprehensive exercise. I had the privilege of meeting the Honorable Chief Minister in November last year, and what was remarkable was that his vision was very clear. He said, I need tourism to create employment, I need tourism to create prosperity at the grassroots, and what I require is not small projects from the Government of India, what I require is large investments from the private sector which can move the needle to take Andhra Pradesh to a leadership position. And what I see today is essentially a reflection of that vision that he had communicated so clearly on that day. And Andhra Pradesh has the great advantage of having a proactive government and very entrepreneurial people. All across the world, if you look at tourism the world over, tourism is fast emerging as an economic engine for growth, equity and employment. And globally, as most of you would know, tourism contributes to 9.1% of the global GDP. 1 out of every 10 jobs in the world are accounted for by tourism. And tourism's footprint in terms of value is much larger than the automotive industry, than the chemical manufacturing industry. So essentially, it's one of the front-running things that happens around the world. And today, the global exports are valued at 1.9 trillion US dollars, or 4.1% of the global GDP. And I think what we really need to do is to see as to how we can get a dominant share of this 1.9 trillion dollars into India and into this wonderful state of Andhra Pradesh. If we look at the numbers for Andhra Pradesh, for us, tourism sector contributes about 5%, 5.04% to be precise, to our GDP. But we need to double it, because I think the way to understand is that if tourism contributes 9% for the global GDP, and in India we are doing it at 5%, I think there is a clear case for us to double it and take it to 10%. And as the Honorable Prime Minister has said, that we need to move this in the next 10 years. So the target for us is in 10 years' time, we need to double the GDP from 5% to 10%. In India, it creates 76 million jobs across all the states. And I think the ambition for us that we have placed over the next 5 years is that we need to create 25 million additional jobs in the tourism sector by the year 2029. And tourism, ladies and gentlemen, most of them do not realize is the amount of foreign exchange that it earns for the country. In the year that has gone past, it has generated 2,42,000 crores of rupees in terms of foreign exchange. And I think that makes it a very, very vital economic engine to ensure our Atmanirbharta. So if you look at the past few years, I think India has had tremendous success in terms of infrastructure development. We have world-class highways now. We have Vande Bharat trains, which are really a game changer for tourism. And the civil aviation sector is booming like never before. We have 75 new airports that we have built in the past 10 years. And both the Tatas and Indigos put together have placed an order for over 1,000 aircrafts. So that means that over and above the 800 aircrafts that are there in the country, you will have an addition of 1,000 in the next 4 to 5 years, which is a big enabler for us. But so I think from a macro point of view, all the elements are in place for India to make tourism happen. But where is the bottleneck? Why is it that we are still at 5%? And I think one of the biggest challenges that we have, and I had also requested the Honorable Chief Minister when I met him in November to lend his voice to us, is that today in India, supply is not keeping up with demand. So if you just look at the numbers, we will realize that we get 1.9 crore people who travel into India every day by way of inbound. Our domestic tourism numbers is 250 crores of visits. So 250 crores is a very large number. But I think what we need to do is to segregate these into those who matter for those of us in the room. And therefore, if I take these 250 crores and I pass it through the filter of those who are staying in hotels and those who are traveling for the purpose of leisure, business or shopping, that number is still 47 crores. So a lot of people think that against a number of 250 crores, 47 crores who matter are essentially only a conversion of 20%. But what they fail to realize is that there are 47 crores is higher than the population of over 150 countries. That is the power of domestic tourism we have in the country today. We have 47 crore visits that are happening, people who are staying in hotels and people who are traveling for leisure, business and for shopping. So I think we need to understand this dynamic. So over the past 10 years, India has been the fastest growing large economy in the world, which has placed enormous amounts of money into the pockets of our people. Their aspirations are high and people are traveling like never before. So if you look at our outbound, which is Indians traveling abroad, that stands at 2.7 crore and that number is jumping rapidly. So unless we are able to create compelling experiences for Indians to stay back in India and do their holidays in India, we risk losing a lot of money going abroad. And we must always realize that every dollar saved is a dollar earned. And therefore, I think from a tourism perspective, in the next 5 to 10 years, if we do not get this piece right, we risk missing the bus on tourism. Now let's look at the supply and demand side that I had stated. Today, in India, we have 1.8 lakh branded hotel rooms. And we have 15 lakh unbranded hotel rooms. And now, if I map this to the demand that there is in India on the basis of numbers of those who are coming into the country, who are traveling, even at 47 crores, the capacity by 2029 should be triple. That is, 3 times the capacity that is there today is what we should have for 2029. And which is why I think it's very important for us to enable the supply, to make the right conditions for entrepreneurs to come and invest. And the magnitude of investment that we would require in this country is 10 lakh crores. And I think that is the size of the opportunity. And those of you who are investors should actually look at this. Because typically when you go anywhere to make an investment, you're trying to assess if there is demand. India is one of those special cases where the demand already exists, but the supply is lagging. And I think there are 2 reasons why supply is lagging. The first is I think we need to rework the capital structure. Because today, debt for hotels is classified as real estate, which means the repayment period for me is 8 years. And what that makes is that whatever you do in the hotel business, you will not be able to repay your debt if you have leveraged it at 50 or 60% within 8 years. The second is, so what we have done is in the current budget, which Mr. Ajay Jain had referred to, is we have said there will be 50 destinations which will be selected in India, which will be positioned for development, and all of these destinations will automatically qualify for infrastructure status. Now, what does infrastructure status mean? It means that you will get your tenure of loan is for a period of 15 years, and you will get it at a good 2 to 3% lower than a real estate loan, and this is a big enabler. And I think if we are able to do this, and if we are able to drive growth, we can easily see the next level of investment coming through. The other issue is actually around the states, because there are two things that states need to work on. The first is the ease of doing business. Today in India, we know that there are on an average 56 licenses that an investor needs to take, and each of them takes about 60 days for each of them. It's not all linear, but that is the rough understanding. When you look at a country like Singapore or China, the number of clearances that are required are closer to 25, and the time taken is on an average is 2 weeks. So I think that is the level of speed that we need to get to. The second that we need to do is that there are people who are willing to invest in the hospitality sector, but people are also looking at some encouragement to get into it. So I think we need to put some incentives and subsidies on the table to take them past the tipping point. And the presentation that I have just seen of the Andhra Pradesh policy, and especially the subsidies and the incentives that they have given, this is the best in class. I have not seen a policy that is more forward-looking, that is more aggressive, and that is more business-minded, and I think the credit for that should entirely go to our Honorable Chief Minister, who has put that together. Now, Andhra Pradesh has tremendous potential, and I think that is like saying that the sun rises in the east. But what is also true is that it is also hugely under-leveraged. Our colleague here just spoke about Tirupati, and if you just look at Tirupati and the number of people that it attracts, what is the minimum number of rooms that a destination, that a gateway city like Tirupati should have if it were anywhere else in the world? It would be not less than 10,000 classified rooms. And the fact today is that it's closer to, from what I understand, it's between 1,000 and 1,200 rooms. And that is all categories put together. Now clearly we are missing something there. People are driven to go to Tirupati because of the affinity to God. When they go there, are we able to create circuits? Are we able to create attractions and entertainment options for them to stay back for 3 to 4 days and enjoy the holiday? When I take my family and go to a place, I don't want to go do darshan and go back in the evening. I want to spend 3 or 4 days. That's what the market wants. I think the idea is for us to really, sort of leverage that and see as to how we can kickstart growth. Amongst all the things, destinations in the country, to my mind, I think Tirupati is the lowest hanging fruit because it gets a lot of people and it gets a lot of high spending people there. Andhra also has several other opportunities. Tirupati is one of them, but it's also got many other pilgrimage centers. Andhra is home to some of the most revered Buddhist sites in the country. And I think that is something that we need to leverage. We also have an opportunity in Andhra Pradesh for nature and high-value ecotourism. And I recall that the Honorable Chief Minister, when we met him in November, he had specifically made a mention of Papikondalu. So in May, I was in Spain for the UN tourism meeting, where I had met the UAE's Minister for the Economy. And one of the ideas that he had bounced was that the Arabs are getting increasingly diffident about traveling to the West. So he had actually suggested whether India can put together some land for them so that the UAE developers can come and develop a tourism township in India. And he thinks ideally it should be about 3,000 feet of altitude. I think Andhra has probably a good potential to look at Araku or possibly for Papikondalu to position there. And possibly it's probably a good idea for Mr. Ajay Jain to take a good hard look at it and also to pitch it for them, because if we are able to develop a tourism township from scratch with FDI, I think it'll probably place us many years ahead of where we want to be on the trajectory. Konasima is another, I think, is the crown jewel of Andhra Pradesh. It reflects more or less Kerala's landscape, and I think it's hugely under-leveraged, and it gives us tremendous opportunity to develop agro rural tourism, and it also gives us an opportunity to build community-led tourism in Konaseema areas. And of course, needless to say, Andhra is home to over 1,000 kilometers of coastline. We have several ports, which means that there are opportunities for beach tourism, for cruises, for developing a marina. And I think Cordelia coming to Andhra is wonderful, because most of the cruise ships look at the western coast, because that's how the global flow is. But I think for domestic cruises today, the opportunity is right. Indians want to cruise, and I think that's a great initiative that we need to do. So I think for us, for those of us standing in the room today, the fact that Andhra Pradesh will grow is a given. I think if we meet again in about 5 years' time, we are going to be in a very different place than where we are now. I think the challenge for us is, how do we make this growth happen within a framework of sustainability, within a framework of responsibility, and within a framework that emphasizes equity. And I'm especially happy to note when during the presentation that they are looking at job creation and looking at interviewing communities within the ecosystem. In March earlier this year, when I was in the US, the CEO of Warburg Pincus had sought a meeting with me to understand the investment opportunity in India for the tourism sector. So I told him that India is at the beginning of a long-term growth cycle for tourism, and one should be very aggressive in moving into investing in the tourism sector. I also told him that states like Goa and Kerala will give you incremental rewards, but if you want exponential rewards, you should choose states like Andhra Pradesh and Odisha, who are just starting off. As most of us know, those of us who invest in the equity market, the right time to invest is when a stock is breaking out. When it has realized its full value, there is very little upside to be gained from there. I think Andhra is at that takeoff stage. If I had money in my pocket, I would probably invest it firmly in Andhra Pradesh and in the tourism sector. So I think to all of those who have come to sign MOUs in the room, this is one of the best decisions that you have taken. Those of you who are still deciding, take my advice. I think the time is right. Make that decision to invest in Andhra. And as Mr. Ajay Jain said, there are not many leaders who inspire the confidence amongst investors to say that your money is safe with me. And I think the state is especially fortunate to have Chandrababu Naidu Garu as the Chief Minister. So I think if there is if you're thinking about it, this is the right time to go, and there is no better time. And early starters will always reap rich dividends. Take my advice on it, and you can always thank me later. Thank you all. Jai Andhra, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the amazing words. Now I invite Honorable Minister for Tourism, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Kandula Durgesh Ji, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Manya Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Yoga Vishwaguru Baba Ramdev Ji Garu, and all other dignitaries who have gathered here, very good afternoon. Sometime back, Prime Minister Hon'ble Narendra Modi ji has said that domains like trade, technology, tourism, talent, and tradition have the power of redefining existing paradigms. This is the quote he has mentioned, and here in Andhra Pradesh, our Chief Minister has been implementing this particular quote for the past 3.5 decades. And now he is the guiding force to all of us to develop tourism as a world-class destination of Andhra Pradesh, and we are very much proud to announce that first of its kind, Sri Chandrababu Naidu ji has accorded tourism with industry status. That is the important aspect which has been implementing all these years and all this last year. And here I wish to tell you is that earlier tourism is just confined to only visiting the places. Now it is no longer tourism is visiting the places. Now it has become, it's a feeling of the essence of a destination, as well as connecting the people and attracting the people and having lifetime memories. That is being taken up here in Andhra Pradesh right now. And I wish to tell you is that Andhra Pradesh now is ready to invite all the investors who have been participating in this development of tourism activities. As our Suman Bilaji has rightly said, this is the exact right point to participate and invest in tourism activities in Andhra Pradesh. ఎందుకు ఈ మాట స్పష్టంగా చెబుతున్నామంటే మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు, కొంతకాలంగా ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో ఏ విధమైనటువంటి అభివృద్ధికి నోచుకునేటువంటి పర్యాటక రంగాన్ని మనం చూసాం. ఇవాళ మళ్ళీ 4వ పర్యాయం ముఖ్యమంత్రి అయిన తర్వాత చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు తొలి రోజు నుంచి టూరిజం డిపార్ట్మెంట్కి చెప్తున్నటువంటి మాట ఒకటే, ఇది ఆకాశమే హద్దు, అవకాశాలను వదలొద్దు అనేటువంటి మాట వారు చెప్తా ఉన్నారు. నిజానికి టూరిజం అనేటప్పటికీ గతంలో చూస్తే, గత ప్రభుత్వ హయాంలో చూస్తే పూర్తిగా నిరాదరణకు గురైనటువంటి సందర్భాన్ని మనం చూసాం. ఇవాళ మీరు గమనించండి, ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినప్పటికీ కూడా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి యొక్క విజన్ స్పష్టంగా కనబడేటువంటి పరిస్థితి ఇవాళ ఉంది. దానికి మొట్టమొదటిది టూరిజంకి ఇండస్ట్రీ స్టేటస్ ఇవ్వటం మాత్రమే కాకుండా 2024-29కి ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి కార్యాచరణతో కూడినటువంటి పాలసీని తీసుకురావటం. అందులో కూడా ముఖ్యంగా కేవలం ఇది మనకి టూరిజం అనే దాన్ని అభివృద్ధి చేయటం అనేటువంటి మాటలో 3-4 రకాలు సమ్మిళితమై ఉన్నాయి. మొట్టమొదటిది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రానికి ఆర్థిక అభివృద్ధి జరగటం ఒకటైతే, రెండోది ముఖ్యమైనది ఇవాళ యువతకి ఎవరికైతే ఉపాధి అవకాశాలు లేవో వారందరికీ కూడా ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ జనరేషన్ చేసేటువంటి పర్టికులర్ యాక్టివిటీ. అదేవిధంగా ఒక రాష్ట్రం యొక్క సమగ్ర స్వరూపం మారాలి అంటే 100% ఈ పర్యాటక రంగ అభివృద్ధి జరగాలి. తద్వారా అన్ని ప్రాంతాలు కూడా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతాయనేటువంటి మాటతోటి వారు తీసుకొస్తున్నటువంటి మార్పులు. ఇవాళ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి టూరిజం డిపార్ట్మెంట్ 2-fold యాక్టివిటీని టేకప్ చేస్తూ ఉంది. ఒక పక్కన సపోర్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ది సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్, స్వదేశీ దర్శన్ కానివ్వండి, ప్రసాద్ స్కీమ్ కానివ్వండి, సాస్కీ స్కీమ్ కానివ్వండి, సిబిడిటి స్కీమ్ కానివ్వండి, ఇవన్నీ సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి వచ్చేటువంటి సపోర్ట్స్ అయితే, మరో పక్కన ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఇచ్చినటువంటి సూచన, ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు తీసుకొచ్చినటువంటి ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి కార్యక్రమం పీపీపీ మోడ్, పబ్లిక్ ప్రైవేట్ పార్ట్నర్షిప్ అనేటువంటి దాంతో ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం చాలా అందాలు ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడా, ఎంతో ప్రకృతి రమణీయత ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడా దాన్ని ఇందాక సుమన్ బిల్లా గారు చెప్పినట్లుగా పూర్తిగా దాన్ని ట్యాప్ చేయలేకపోయాం. ఆ అందాల్ని ప్రపంచానికి చూపించలేకపోయినటువంటి సందర్భంలో వాటన్నిటినీ కూడా మళ్ళీ ప్రపంచానికి చూపించాలంటే కేవలం ప్రభుత్వం చేయాల్సిన పని మాత్రమే కాదు, ప్రైవేట్ రంగంలో ఎవరైతే పెట్టుబడిదారులుగా రాబోతున్నారో వారందరూ కూడా ఇందులో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసినట్లయితే, రకరకాల విధానాల్లో మీరు పర్యాటక రంగంలో పెట్టుబడులు పెట్టినట్లయితే ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి అందాలని ప్రపంచ పర్యాటకులకి చూపించేటువంటి అవకాశం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ మధ్యకాలంలో ఐటీపీ బర్లిన్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి యూరోపియన్స్ చెప్పిన మాట ఏంటంటే, మీరు చెప్తున్నటువంటి ఇతరత్ర యాక్టివిటీస్ అన్నీ కూడా మా దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి, వాటి గురించి మేము రావక్కర్లేదు అక్కడికి, కాకపోతే మీకు సుదీర్ఘమైనటువంటి సముద్ర తీరం ఉంది, You have got longest coastline of 774 kilometers, 974 kilometers. దాని పొడవునా కూడా మీరు అనేక కార్యక్రమాలు చేయొచ్చు. సన్ అండ్ శాండ్ అన్నారు. దాంతోపాటు ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి కార్యక్రమం వారు చెప్పింది వెల్నెస్ సెంటర్స్ మా దగ్గర లేవు, మీకు మాత్రమే పరిమితమైనటువంటి గొప్ప యాక్టివిటీ వెల్నెస్ సెంటర్స్ అనేటువంటి మాట చెప్పారు. ఇక్కడ మనకి అనూచానంగా మన భారతీయ సంస్కృతిలో వస్తున్నటువంటి ఆయుర్వేదం కానివ్వండి, యోగా కానివ్వండి, ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ ప్రాంతాన్ని మీరు ఆ యాక్టివిటీస్ని డెవలప్ చేయండి. తప్పనిసరిగా మేము వస్తాం, పర్యాటకులుగా మాత్రమే కాదు పెట్టుబడిదారులుగా కూడా వస్తాం అనేటువంటి మాటని వారు చెప్పారనేటువంటి సందర్భాన్ని గుర్తు చేస్తున్నాను. అదేవిధంగా ఇవాళ ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఇస్తున్నటువంటి సహకారంతో చేసే కార్యక్రమాలు, నిన్ననే రాజమండ్రి దగ్గర అఖండ గోదావరి ప్రాజెక్టుకి మన షెకావత్ గారు, సెంట్రల్ యూనియన్ మినిస్టర్ గారు వారు రావటం, టూరిజం మినిస్టర్ గారు వారు వచ్చి శంకుస్థాపన చేయటం, ఉప ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు కూడా రావటం, అక్కడ వచ్చిన తర్వాత మనం చేస్తున్నటువంటి యాక్టివిటీస్ కానీ, ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు చూపిస్తున్నటువంటి ప్రోయాక్టివ్ కార్యక్రమాలు కానీ ఇవి చూసిన తర్వాత ఆయన చెప్పారు, నా దగ్గర లాస్ట్ ఇయర్కి సంబంధించి కొంత డబ్బు ఉంది, దాన్ని ఎక్కడో చోట మంచి కార్యక్రమాలకు ఖర్చు పెట్టాలి, మీరు ఇమీడియట్గా ఏదో ఒక ప్రపోజల్ పెట్టండి, ఒక 200 కోట్లకి నేను ఇస్తాననేటువంటి మాట సెంట్రల్ మినిస్టర్ గారు చెప్పారు. అంటే అది ఈ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం మీద ఉన్నటువంటి నమ్మకం, ఈ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వ నాయకత్వం మీద ఉన్నటువంటి నమ్మకం అనేటువంటి మాటని ప్రస్ఫుటంగా మీ అందరికీ తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. ఇవాళ మనకి ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి అంశంగా మీ అందరికీ నేను మనవి చేసుకునేది, ఇవాళ రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి పర్యాటక రంగం ఎకో టూరిజం పాలసీని కూడా ప్రత్యేకంగా తీసుకొస్తా ఉంది. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రంలో మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు, ఒక పక్కన సముద్ర తీరం, మరో పక్కన అద్భుతమైనటువంటి అటవీ సంపద ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రాంతం. ఈ ప్రాంతంలో ఎకో టూరిజంని డెవలప్ చేయాలనేటువంటి ఆలోచనతో ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు కానీ ఉప ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు కానీ చేస్తున్నటువంటి ప్రయత్నం ఖచ్చితంగా మీ అందరికీ అనేక అవకాశాలను ఇస్తుందనేటువంటి విషయాన్ని తెలియజేస్తూ, ఇవాళ ఒక 6 స్తంభాల మీద పర్యాటక రంగం నిలబడి ఉంది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో. మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు 6 పిల్లర్స్. ఒకటి బ్రాండింగ్ అండ్ మార్కెటింగ్, రెండవది ప్రొడక్ట్ అండ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్, ఇవన్నీ కూడా మీరు చూస్తూనే ఉన్నారు. అదేవిధంగా ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్స్ అండ్ పార్ట్నర్షిప్, ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అనేటప్పటికీ ప్రైవేట్ పార్ట్నర్షిప్ని ఏ రకంగా ఇన్వైట్ చేస్తున్నాం, ఏ రకంగా ప్రైవేట్ పార్ట్నర్స్ వస్తే వాళ్ళకి సింగిల్ విండో ద్వారా వారికి అన్ని సదుపాయాలు సమకూరుస్తున్నాం, దాంతోపాటు క్యాపిటల్ ఇన్సెంటివ్స్ ఏ రకంగా ఇస్తున్నాం, ఇటువంటి అంశాలను కూడా మీరు అందరూ దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోవాలి. దాంతోపాటు టెక్ అండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్, టెక్ ఎన్హాన్స్మెంట్. ఇవాళ సాక్షాత్తు ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు చెప్పారు, ఈ దేశంలో టెక్నాలజికల్ అడ్వాన్స్మెంట్కి ఆద్యులు శ్రీ చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు అనేటువంటి మాట సాక్షాత్తు ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు చెప్పారు. రాష్ట్రంలో ఏ రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రి మాట్లాడక ముందే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ గురించి కానీ, డీప్ టెక్ గురించి కానీ, క్వాంటమ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ గురించి కానీ మాట్లాడినటువంటి మొట్టమొదటి ముఖ్యమంత్రి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు అనేటువంటి మాటను కూడా ఈ సందర్భంగా మనవి చేస్తున్నాను. ఈ పర్యాటక రంగంలో ఆ క్వాంటమ్ టెక్నాలజీని తీసుకురావటం కానీ, లేకపోతే ఈ ఏఐ టెక్నాలజీని తీసుకురావటం కానీ, వీటి ద్వారా మనం టెక్నాలజికల్ అడ్వాన్స్మెంట్ జరగచ్చు అనేటువంటి విధానాన్ని కూడా ఒక పిల్లర్గా మనం ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నాం అనేటువంటి మాటని మీ అందరికీ మనవి చేస్తూ, అదేవిధంగా మీకు ప్రత్యేకంగా చెప్పేది క్రియేటివ్ ఎకానమీ. ఇవాళ సృజనాత్మకతకి మనం ఎక్కువ పెద్దపీట వేస్తా ఉన్నాం. ఆ సృజనాత్మకతతోటి ఎకానమీని డెవలప్ చేయొచ్చు. కేవలం డబ్బు ఉండాలనేటువంటి మాట కాదు ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు చెప్పే మాట, పదే ఒకటే, డబ్బు ఉండాలి, డబ్బు కావాలనేటువంటి మాట కాదు, మీ క్రియేటివిటీని ఉపయోగించండి, క్రియేటివిటీ ద్వారా అనేక అవకాశాలను మనం అందిపుచ్చుకోవచ్చు అనేటువంటి మాట వారు ఏదైతే చెప్తున్నారో ఆ క్రియేటివ్ ఎకానమీ కూడా ఒక పిల్లర్గా ఉంది. అదేవిధంగా ఫైనల్గా కెపాసిటీ బిల్డింగ్. ఈ కెపాసిటీ బిల్డింగ్ విషయంలో కూడా ఎవరైతే ఈ రంగంలో ఉన్నటువంటి వారు ఉన్నారో వారికి కొత్త విధానాల పట్ల, కొత్త సాంకేతిక విప్లవం పట్ల వారికి సరైనటువంటి అవగాహన కల్పించి వారిలో ఆ కెపాసిటీస్ని బిల్డ్ చేస్తే 100% సంపూర్ణమైనటువంటి విప్లవాత్మకమైనటువంటి మార్పు రావడానికి అవకాశం దొరుకుతున్నటువంటి మాటను కూడా వారు చెప్తున్నటువంటి సందర్భంలో ఇవాళ వాటన్నిటినీ ప్రోధి చేసుకుని నిన్న జరిగినటువంటి ఈ మొట్టమొదటి రోజు ప్యానల్ డిస్కషన్స్లో మీరందరూ కూడా అనేక రకాలైనటువంటి అద్భుతమైనటువంటి సలహాలని, సూచనలు ఇచ్చారు. వాటన్నిటినీ ఒక్కొక్కటిగా అమలు చేయడానికి, ఈ అమలు చేసేటువంటి క్రమంలో ఒక పక్కన కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వంతో సహకారాన్ని పొందుతూ, మరో పక్కన ప్రైవేట్ పార్ట్నర్స్ అయినటువంటి మీ అందరితో కూడా సహకారం తీసుకుంటూ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రాన్ని స్వర్ణాంధ్ర 2047 దిశగా తీసుకువెళ్ళటానికి ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి నాయకత్వంలో పర్యాటక రంగాన్ని 18 నుంచి 20% వరకు పెంచడానికి, అదేవిధంగా ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ జనరేషన్ చేయడానికి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర పర్యాటక శాఖ సంపూర్ణంగా అంకితమై ఉందనేటువంటి మాటని మరొకమారు తెలియజేస్తూ మీరందరూ రండి, పెట్టుబడులు పెట్టండి. మీకు పూర్తిగా స్వేచ్ఛాయుత వాతావరణంలో మీ కార్యక్రమాలు మీరు చేసుకునేటువంటి అవకాశాన్ని ఈ ప్రభుత్వం కల్పిస్తుంది. గత ప్రభుత్వం తాలూకు దుష్పరిణామాలు ఏవైనా ఉంటే, ఆ విషాద ఛాయలు ఏవైనా ఉంటే వాటిని మర్చిపోండి. ఇవాళ మీకు స్వేచ్ఛాయుత వాతావరణంలో మీరందరూ ముందుకొచ్చి మీ కార్యక్రమాలను వృద్ధి చేసుకోవడంతో పాటు మనందరం కలిసి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ని అద్భుతమైనటువంటి రీతిలో స్వర్ణాంధ్రప్రదేశ్గా తీర్చిదిద్దడానికి ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి వెనకాల నడుద్దాం అనేటువంటి మాటని మరొకసారి మనవి చేసుకుంటూ సెలవు తీసుకుంటున్నాను. నమస్కారం. జై హింద్.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. As the entire world know, Honorable CM Sir is a moving magnetic force to attract the innovations and investments. In addition to this, now we have interaction session with investors, and the first and foremost investors interaction is with a man who doesn't need any introduction, a man who is at everybody's home in the name of Patanjali. We cordially invite Patanjali Ramdev Babaji to please come forward and give his investments interaction.
ये टूरिज्म का उत्सव है, इसलिए थोड़ा मुस्कुराइए. कुछ लोग ज्यादा ही सीरियस बैठे हुए, और उसमें भी टूरिज्म की केवल भारत नहीं, वर्ल्ड की बेस्ट पॉलिसी हमारे परम आदरणीय चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी लेके आए. इसके लिए इनका जोरदार अभिनंदन है. जैसे हमसे लोग योगा सीखते हैं, ऐसे चंद्रबाबू नायडू गारू जी से लोग पॉलिटिक्स सीखते हैं. और कैसी पॉलिटिक्स? प्रोफेशनलिज्म के साथ, कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस के साथ. ये आपने बिजनेस में तो शब्द सुने होंगे, कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस, प्रोफेशनल मैनेजमेंट, इनोवेशन, क्रिएटिविटी, प्रोडक्टिविटी और एग्जीक्यूशन. उसका पूरे देश में कोई सबसे बड़ा पॉलिटिशियन, सबके लिए इंस्पिरेशन है तो हमारी चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी. हमारे देश के पॉलिटिशियंस इनसे सीखते हैं. सो चंद्रबाबू नायडू इज नॉट ओनली ए पर्सन. चंद्रबाबू నాయుడు లాంటి సీఎం అందరి హితము విజనరీ, ఆనెస్ట్, సద్గుణ సంపన్నమైన నాయకుడు ఈ దేశంలో ఎవరూ లేరు. और ये मैं पिछले 30 सालों से, 30 ईयर्स से देख रहा हूं. और 30 ईयर्स से मैं आंध्र प्रदेश और तेलंगाना दोनों को भी देखता हूं. ఆంధ్ర ప్రదేశ్ మరియు తెలంగాణలో ఈ అద్భుతమైన ప్రగతి, దివ్యమైన ఆనందమైన ఈ అనుభూతికి గౌరవం నీలైన చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి దార్శనిక మరియు प्रचंडमयन पुरुषार्थ मूले कारणम. ये जो कुछ हो रहा है, इसके पीछे एक व्यक्ति का पुरुषार्थ कैसे काम करता है. और मैं तो ऐसा मानता हूं कि ये कोई भगवान का अनुग्रह होता है. चंद्रबाबु नायडू गारू आंध्र प्रदेश యొక్క ప్రగతి మరియు సంపూర్ణమైన అందరికి ఆనందాదికి యోగాలకి భగవంతుడు पंपीचिन्ना अमूल्यमयन वरदानम. आप हमारे लिए भगवान के एक आशीर्वाद की तरह हैं. और ये मैंने थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस किया आज 5 मिनट. तेलंगाना में है तो तेलुगु थोड़ा बोलना आना चाहिए ना. और हाँ सॉरी, आंध्रा तेलंगाना गड़बड़ हो जाता है थोड़ा. तो आंध्रा में है तो थोड़ा तेलुगु आना चाहिए. और मैं भारत की सभी लैंग्वेज का रेस्पेक्ट करता हूं. और चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी को इसलिए रेस्पेक्ट करता हूं कि एकदम प्योर सोल है. और जो ये कर देंगे आंध्रा के लिए, वो अभी आंकड़े दे रहे थे हमारी टक्कर जी, 25% ग्रोथ हम देंगे. मुझे लगता है जिस स्पीड से चल रहे हैं, ये 50 और 100% की ग्रोथ रेट से आगे लेकर के जाएंगे आंध्रा को. बहुत बड़ा विजन है. अब देखो, मैं जो आपके जो टूरिज्म पॉलिसी है उसमें 3 चीजें ऐड करो. एक तो हमारे मेफेयर है, ओबराय है, ताज है, बड़े बड़े होटल चेन सारे. और बाकी जितने भी रूम्स का यहां प्लान है, जितने भी लोगों के आने का, सबको ऑर्गेनिक, लॉन्गिविटी एंड इम्यूनिटी फूड प्रोवाइड करने का एक सिस्टम डेवलप करेंगे। उसमें हम भी हेल्प करेंगे और आंध्र प्रदेश के किसानों को भी बहुत फायदा होगा, बहुत बड़ी सीख होगी उनके लिए। ऑर्गेनिक, longevity and immunity food we will provide here in every hotel, in every wellness, everywhere. और इससे ये होटल टू होम, होटल में भी देंगे और जो ऑर्डर करेंगे उनके घर भी भेजेंगे। चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी चाहते हैं कि यहां ऑर्गेनिक एग्रीकल्चर को बढ़ावा मिले, तो उसकी मार्केटिंग, लोग मार्केटिंग करने के लिए बड़े मॉल्स बनाते हैं, बाकी चीजें करते हैं। तो जितने भी हमारे टूरिस्ट प्लेस होंगे, जितने हमारा ये जो आंध्र प्रदेश, दुर्गेश जी पहले तो 7 दिन आप मेरे पास आइए, आपको मैं पूरा वेलनेस करके भेजूंगा। आपको आना है तो हर एक होटल में ऑर्गेनिक, लॉन्गिविटी एंड इम्यूनिटी फूड, दिस इज द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ ऑल पीपल। दूसरा चीज, योगा, आयुर्वेदा, नेचुरोपैथी, ये 30 डेस्टिनेशन है हमारे टूरिज्म के। वो 30 डेस्टिनेशंस पर योग, आयुर्वेद एंड नेचुरोपैथी सर्विसेज वी विल प्रोवाइड कॉस्ट ऑफ फ्री। दिस इज माय प्रॉमिस। और उससे यहां 3 तरह के लोग आते हैं, ऑर्डिनरी क्लास, मीडियम क्लास और प्रीमियम क्लास, और उनको एक डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस होगा। और आपके जितने भी मेरे से बोला कि आपको कितना जगह चाहिए, मैंने कहा हम तो 2, 3, 4 जगह, आई विजिटेड सो मेनी प्लेसेस, हॉर्सली टू अराकू और विशाखापट्टनम, और अभी आते आते हम होकर के आए राजमंड्री, और नाउ वी विल पिचू लंका, नाउ वी विल गो सूर्य लंका। तो लेकिन ये 4 जगह पर तो हम बड़ा करेंगे, लेकिन आपके जितने भी टूरिज्म के बंगला हैं उनको दुल्हन की तरह सजाने का काम हम और पूज्य आचार्य बालकृष्ण जी मिलकर कर देंगे, एकदम सुंदर। लोग वहां आकर के फील करेंगे कि दोबारा बार बार यहीं आना चाहिए। और हमारे देश के श्रद्धेय प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं कि भारत से पूरी दुनिया सीखेगी। हम लोग वियतनाम घूमने जाते हैं, तुर्की घूमने जाते हैं, क्यों भाई? पेरिस घूमने जाते हैं, स्विट्जरलैंड घूमने जाते हैं, यूरोप में घूमने जाते हैं। आंध्र प्रदेश जैसा पूरी दुनिया में कोई दूसरा जगह नहीं है। मैं पहले बहुत बार आया हूं, लेकिन इस बार एक स्पेशल दृष्टि लेकर के आया था कि कैसा है आंध्रा। तो ब्यूटीफुल फॉरेस्ट, ब्यूटीफुल लैंड, ब्यूटीफुल रिवर्स, ब्यूटीफुल बीचेस, एवरीथिंग। हम ये इतना सुंदर है, मैंने ऐसे इस दृष्टि से कभी देखा नहीं था। मैं तो यात्रा करता था, योग कराता था, चला जाता था, लेकिन अद्भुत है। और उसमें भी हमारे मुख्यमंत्री जी की उपस्थिति उसको इतना दिव्य बना देती है, आंध्रा जैसा कोई नहीं पूरी दुनिया में, इतना। और फिर एक विजन है उसके पीछे। तो अब इसमें प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी कहते हैं वेडिंग के लिए भी बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं। तो यहां नदी का किनारा भी है, गोदावरी कितनी सुंदर है, समुद्र का किनारा भी है। अभी दिंडी में भी हम एक जगह कुछ बड़ा करने की सोच रहे हैं, वहां बना रखा था हाउस बोट। तो एक बोट तो हम क्रिएट कर देंगे, एक बना देंगे। हमको शादी ब्याह नहीं करना, लेकिन दूसरों का करवाना है। ये वेडिंग बोट या वेडिंग क्रूज एक क्रिएट कर देंगे, और उसमें सब लोग, उसके परिवार के लोग, उसके रिश्तेदार, थोड़ा बड़ा सा। और उसके अंदर देखो, हम और चंद्रबाबू नायडू जो उधर अनंत का शादी में गए थे, अंबानी का, उससे भी बढ़िया शादी आंध्रा में सबकी करवा देंगे, जो करना चाहेंगे उनके। मीन्स लोगों को रहता है ना, अरे भाई हम तो अंबानी नहीं है, लेकिन अंबानी जी के यहाँ जैसे शादी हुआ ना, शादी की बोल रहा हूं, अंबानी जैसा पैसा तो सबके पास नहीं है, लेकिन शादी में कैसे मंत्र पाठ होता है, कैसे उसका क्रियाक्रम होता है, अच्छे पंडित, अच्छी सारी पूजा सामग्री, साउंड, म्यूजिक, एवरीथिंग वी विल प्रोवाइड। लोग यहीं आके शादी करना चाहेंगे, ऐसा हम एक सिस्टम प्रोवाइड करा देंगे। जोर से ताली तो बजाओ, कितना बढ़िया प्रस्ताव रखा है ऐसा। वेडिंग डेस्टिनेशन होगा बहुत बड़ा। हाँ, इसके लिए हम लोग एडवाइजरी नहीं करेंगे, हम उसके लिए एक इन्वायरमेंट और पूरा एक प्रैक्टिस स्टैब्लिश कर देंगे कि ऐसी सनातन धर्म की शादी कैसे होनी चाहिए। हमारे मुसलमान भाइयों में तो शादी वो उनका मौलवी आदि कराता, उसमें वैभव नहीं होता है। मुसलमानों की शादी में बस हो गया, ठीक है। ईसाइयों की शादी में भी वो वैभव नहीं होता है। हमारे सनातन धर्म की शादी में ना एक अलग प्रकार का क्रेज होता है, तो वो क्रेज यहां पर क्रिएट कर देंगे। और मैं आपको एक गारंटी देता हूं, आने वाले समय में वेडिंग डेस्टिनेशन पूरे वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा आंध्र प्रदेश होगा। लोगों में एक और इसका फ्री मार्केटिंग मैं करूंगा, बिना शादी वाला सबकी शादी की मार्केटिंग कर सकता है। मैं 5 बजे से लेकर के 5 AM to 10 AM मैं 5 से 10 बजे तक टीवी पर ही रहता हूं। आस्था, इंडिया टीवी, फेसबुक, सब सोशल मीडिया, सब जगह, और आपका फ्री में विज्ञापन करूंगा। तो ये मैं आपको क्यों कह रहा हूं, क्योंकि हमें कुछ नए आइडियाज क्रिएट करने, और उसके लिए हमारे चंद्रबाबू नायडू से ज्यादा तो कोई जानता नहीं है। इतना एक दृष्टि के साथ हमने पहले सोचा था क्या करें आंध्र प्रदेश में, फिर चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी से पिछली बार मिला, समझिए कुछ कीजिए आप, वेलनेस का यहां कीजिए। तो मैं आपको एक बात बोलता हूं, अभी हम 5000 लोगों के लिए वेलनेस का सोच रहे थे, तो अभी हमारा अब कौन कितना इन्वेस्ट करेगा। देखो, हम इन्वेस्ट तो 500 करोड़ से लेकर के आगे 1000 करोड़ जितना भी होगा, वी विल थिंक 500 करोड़ से स्टार्ट करेंगे। मैंने पूछा, ये विजय, ये किधर बैठा विजय, हाँ ये उधर बैठा अजय जैन, तो बोला ये 500 करोड़ प्लस का हो जाता है तो अल्ट्रा मेगा प्रोजेक्ट हो जाता है, तो वहां से स्टार्ट करेंगे। 500 करोड़ से स्टार्ट करके उसके आगे जितना भी होगा, लेकिन 500 लोगों से शुरू करके 500 लोगों से शुरू करके 5000 लोगों तक को वेलनेस सर्विस से डायरेक्ट प्रोवाइड करेंगे। दिस इज माई प्रॉमिस। और एक विजन देंगे, सबके हेल्प करेंगे। देखो, हम केवल पतंजलि के नहीं हैं, हम पूरे भारत के हैं, और उस भारत में आंध्रा के सबसे पहले। क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे राजनेताओं में जो हमारी मित्रता है, मोदी जी के बाद सबसे ज्यादा मित्रता हमारी चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी से है। उस समय से, आज से 30 ईयर्स की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, और अब हम भी 60 के करीब हो गए, अभी हम बच्चे नहीं है। अलग बात है कि हमारी बायोलॉजिकल एज केवल 25-30 दिखती है, हमारे चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी ने अपनी बायोलॉजिकल एज को रिवर्स कर दिया है। इसके लिए भी जोरदार अभिनंदन। इतनी एनर्जी, इतना विजन, और कभी लगता ही नहीं, कभी कोई थकान होती है, फटीग होता है, कि कोई स्ट्रेस होता है। और जितने इन्होंने संघर्ष किए हैं, मैं उन संघर्षों का भी साक्षी रहा हूं कि, और उस सब के बीच में एक हिम्मत, द मैन ऑफ होप, वो चंद्रबाबू नायडू। तो आज तो हम खाली इतना कहने के लिए आए हैं कि हम एक तो अभी हमारे क्या नाम है, हमारे सुमन जी, एक बार उनके लिए जोरदार ताली बजाओ। बहुत अच्छा विजन लेकर के आए। सब लोग कुछ ना कुछ प्रेजेंटेशन उधर दे रहे थे, उनका सब दिमाग में है सारा, सुपर कंप्यूटर जैसा दिमाग है। तो आप, सच्ची बात है, लोगों के पास पैसा है तो क्या खर्च करेंगे। पैसा है तो लोग घूमने जाते हैं, पैसा है तो लोग, मैंने कहा, वेडिंग पर खर्च करते हैं। पैसा है तो अभी देखो, हम आए तो 2 बसें तैयार कर रखी थी, आदमी को होटल से आधा पैसा लगे और आनंद पूरा है। उस लड़के के लिए बगैर जोरदार अभिनंदन, अच्छा काम किया, जो भी किया किसी ने भी। हाँ, तो ऐसे नए नए आइडियाज, और सुपर कंप्यूटर की तरह नए नए आइडियाज अकेले हमारे चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी में खुद ही आते हैं। तो बस मैं आज इतना ही कहना चाहूंगा। एक तो हम हॉर्सली हिल्स को एक आइकॉनिक वेलनेस सेंटर के रूप में वर्ल्ड मैप के ऊपर लेकर के आएंगे। दिस इज माय प्रॉमिस। हॉर्सली हिल्स एंड सेकेंड, अभी हम एक पूरा आंध्रा से लेके पूरा नॉर्थ इंडिया, सब नॉर्थ इंडिया को और पूरा हिंदी स्पीकिंग को आंध्र प्रदेश के बारे में ज्यादा पता नहीं है। उसके लिए मैं आपकी सहायता करूंगा। मैं आंध्र प्रदेश टूरिज्म का पूरा मुफ्त का ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बनने के लिए तैयार हूं। और पूरा नॉर्थ इंडिया के लोग इधर, अभी इधर मैंने पूछा कहां से जो लोग ज्यादा आते हैं, बोले पश्चिम बंगाल से आते, थोड़ा उड़ीसा से आते। तो अभी और लोग कैसी जगह ढूंढते हैं, अभी लोग जब कहीं जाते हैं तो बोलते हैं वहां सेफ्टी कितनी है, सिक्योरिटी कितनी है, पीस कितना है। सेफ्टी, पीस एंड सिक्योरिटी जो आंध्रा में है शायद वो शायद ही कहीं पर हो। इसके लिए भी जोरदार अभिनंदन। यहां लोगों को एकदम ये ठीक, लेकिन यहां इतनी सुंदरता है, ये बहुत कम लोगों को पता है, थोड़ा बहुत लोगों ने सुना है। तो मैं पूरा हिंदी स्पीकिंग, पूरा उत्तर भारत, पूरा पश्चिम भारत, गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, ગુજરાતીઓ પણ ઘણા ફરે છે। હા, ગુજરાતીઓ મને ઘણા માનતા હોય ને, ગુજરાતીમાં હું બોલું ને ત્યારે બધાને બહુ મજા પડે। तो गुजरातियों को भी लेके आऊंगा इधर। एक गुजराती तो आपके पास है, पूज्य नरेंद्र भाई जी। तो गुजरातियों को भी लेके आऊंगा, मराठियों को भी लेके आऊंगा, हिंदी भाषियों को भी लेकर के आऊंगा। और अभी भी आया हूं तो अकेले नहीं आया, पूज्य आचार्य जी को लेके आया। एक हमारी यहीं की बेटी है सन्यासिनी है देववरेण्या जी, उसको लेके आया। एक आपके पीछे सन्यासी, सब पढ़े लिखे सन्यासी, बहुत हाईली एजुकेटेड, उनको लेकर के आया हूं कि मैं अपने कम से कम 10 सन्यासी भी आपको दूंगा। और आंध्र प्रदेश के टूरिज्म को वर्ल्ड मैप के ऊपर सबसे ऊपर लेकर के आना है। दिस इज माय प्रॉमिस। तो आंध्र प्रदेश विल हील द वर्ल्ड, पूरे दुनिया को हील करेगा। और फील करेंगे यहां करके। सच में मैं कितने विज्ञापन देखता हूं, अमिताभ बच्चन जी कहते एक बार तो गुजरात आइए। गुजरात अच्छा है, मैं गुजरात को क्रिटिसाइज नहीं कर रहा हूं, कुछ उधर हिंदुस्तान का दिल है ऐसा करके एमपी वाले करते हैं, राजस्थान वाले अपने रजवाड़े दिखाते हैं। मैं आपको सच कहता हूं, मैं किसी को क्रिटिसाइज नहीं कर रहा हूं, खुद उत्तराखंड में मैं रहता हूं, वो भी बहुत सुंदर है। लेकिन जो वैविध्य है, मैंने पूछा कितना टेम्परेचर है हॉर्सली हिल्स का, 10 to 20 डिग्री। अभी हम गए, पंखा भी चलाने की जरूरत नहीं, हमारे ऊपर क्या है वो जहां ऋषिकेश के ऊपर क्या है जहां खूब लोग घूमने जाते हैं, मसूरी। ये मसूरी से भी ज्यादा अच्छा वेदर यहां पर है, हमारे हिमालय से भी ज्यादा अच्छा वेदर। अभी